Alright, so I think you nerds, honestly, I think you all know what's gonna happen in this video. This boy right here is done. You're done. It's no more. No more. Stay. Yes, come to me, my boy. Alright. Alright. Oh crap, I got this.
Not gonna lie, this is one of the better POVs as of late. Like, you see most of everything. Yeah, not bad. Okay, not a lot gets cut off, and that's a good thing because I don't want too much to get cut off. Does this take screw size 1? Oh wow. No way. It could be because all the screws are already stripped because when I was younger, I didn't have an iFixit toolkit, so I used whatever screwdriver I had, and I used the biggest one, and the biggest one, you see what happened when I did that. Nothing good. Nothing good at all. But yeah, it happens, Sometimes you just gotta let it happen, type of thing. It's like, if you know you wanna do something and you don't know if it's right, okay, no, it's not 1. It's just because it's so strict, I have to use 1. 0 would be correct. But, as I told you, it's no bueno. On most of these screws. Some of these screws are so far gone, you can't do anything for them. It's just, they're there. They exist. That's about it for them. Which is unfortunate, But yeah, I don't really know what to talk about today. While I'm doing all this. All I know is that, oh yeah, I can talk about why I'm even disassembling this. Right. So, as you all know, this used to be the media PC in my basement, right? The home theater PC. But, okay, this battery is not in good condition. But, other than that, 48 watt hours, not bad. But pretty chunky and a lot of space for the battery. I'm surprised it's only 48 watt hours. To be fair, it is a cheap battery. Price at, see, gotta use 1, otherwise I'm cooked. There we go. But seriously, the best parts about this computer are the RAM and the SSD. And the SSD isn't even anything special. So that tells you something already. Basically, I hate this computer because it was designed, I don't know by who. Maybe someone from elementary school. Yeah, I want to make a laptop. And Asus was like, sure, we'll give you $1 a day. And the child took 30 days. Asus lowballed them to 20. The child made some changes that are not good, let me tell you that much. And now we got this crappy connector for the display that just ripped off. Keyboard very hard to reattach. Trackpad hard to reattach. Fingerprint sensor that never came with my laptop, which makes no sense because on the pictures it was there, but now it wasn't. What the right. Then this one. Ugh. And I just realized there's a missing screw. I don't know where I put one of the screws because one of them was here, one was here, one was here. I only have 3 here. I just took out the 4th one. To be fair, that's not my problem because I don't really plan on rebuilding this, because why in God's name would I? This thing is underpowered. The GPU cannot handle, the heatsink cannot handle the GPU. The CPU is already hard, but GPU as well? No way. And you know, as I said, the CPU is underpowered as hell. Of course, even with the RAM, dual channel instead of the factory 1 stick of 8 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, the integrated graphics are not that much faster with it. And yeah, that's also another good part of the computer. SODIMM RAM. It's not soldered, it's, you know, actually changeable. You know, replaceable, I guess. Upgradable. All those words are... yeah, all those words are true. For all I care, I could just bend the board. Like, just, you know, rip it off, take out what I need, and be done with it. But, you know, we're gonna at least take it apart with some class, even if I really don't care about this motherboard. Right? Oh, that's what I forgot. I don't know why it's so hard to notice these screws. Maybe if they were like white, they would be easier to spot, because the board is like a darker color and this just kind of hides in it. So, as you can see, some of the components on here are also like black, dark, black. So it's like, it's hard to find, I'd say. Or it could just be me, honestly. You guys could probably just find it faster than me. And it's just my eyesight being a skill issue. Or something. But yeah, this is what I hate. I can't unscrew this bad boy. And that just happened. Well, you just missed me successfully popping it out. So that's kind of rude of you. Oh yeah, the laptop is really light now. Well, the chassis. But hey, we got it out. Ta-da! So yeah, nothing too special. Here's our CPU. Here's our GPU, which is a GTX 1050 Max Q with 4 gigs of VRAM. As you can see, is the VRAM is very well cooled. I'm being sarcastic for anyone that doesn't know. And our very nice RAM. And the SSD I got from AliExpress for like $10. This SSD, despite being, you know, SATA 3 speeds in an M.2 slot, is going to be perfectly fine for my server, because all I need is a boot drive. Boot drive is going to do basically nothing except for, you know, running Honeygain, PwnZap, and EarnApp. Then one SSD is going to be for Salad.io, because that can use up a lot of storage for, you know, workloads. And the second SSD, also half terabyte, SATA 3, is going to be for Monero mining, which takes up 250 gigs, almost 300. So yeah, if we separate it, the overall speed of the computer is faster because of it, because all of that wants a lot of speed from the SSD. But if it's like one big SSD, cashless mind you, cashless SATA 3 SSD, on everything on one, so EarnApp, PwnZap, Honeygain, Salad.io, Monero mining, and the OS,
That's a big load on the SSD, and it very much was. It took over a day to download Monero because Sal was running and everything else was running, and the OS, and oh crap, one hand. This is a dumb idea, but it's working, so I don't care. Hey baby. Bam. To be fair, I don't really have a use for this RAM, but since I'll take the SSD from this computer, I might as well take the RAM as well. You know, so it won't be like, hey, where's the RAM? And it's like, oh, it's in this computer that I buried in the basement somewhere. It's like, huh? What do you mean? You stink fart? How dare you? Type thing. And yeah, the SSD screw is like the smallest of them all. Look at that. And it fits perfectly. Like, genuinely, look at that. It's spinning because it can't hold it that well. But yeah, you see what I mean, right? And here goes our SSD. And like I said, SATA 3, nothing special. But you know, it's a good SSD. Because all it needs to do is a boot drive and like 3 lightweight apps. So this shouldn't be a problem whatsoever.